Hey everyone, welcome back to another Anime Kingdom reviews. See by title below, yes, this is my first impressions on episode 1 of Eromanga-Sensei, and I've honestly been pretty damn excited to see this anime, because obviously it is from the same creators of Orenimo. I know a lot of people did not like the way that ended, but I overall still enjoyed that, series. So I was definitely excited to see how this anime would go as well. It's kind of in a way still the same in the fact that it's about a brother and sister kind of thing, except the difference in, with Kirino being her otaku side and pretty much bringing him along, it's actually they have the same interests. He's actually a light novel writer, and she ends up being his illustrator, to which he has not known at all because, well, he hasn't seen her in a year. Like, this is where I was like, I don't know about that. When their parents ends up, passing away, because probably they don't really explain, but it's probably because of a car accident. That's just how usually that cliche way it usually goes. You think he would go in there to try and comfort her, try and be there for her, considering he should know how she feels since he lost his father as well, but instead he just lets her stay in her room, I guess, for a whole year and never leave. Like, that's, I don't know what you're thinking about that, but okay. But overall, it's pretty much he's never seen her for a while. He still cooks her food all the time. She's always slamming her feet on the ground, and that's how he knows when to, get her food to her. Until one day, of course, to which we saw in there, he ends up watching Eromanga-Sensei stream, and guess what? Yes, there in the background is the food he made, and instantly he knew, holy shit, my sister is my damn illustrator, drawing all these damn, erotic ass illustrations. And it like, honestly, I got to admit, besides all the introductionary parts, which was pretty interesting just to overall get a sense of what's going on in this main in their world and everything between both of them, how she's acting, kind of their relationship towards each other, which is, I'm not too sure how it is yet, because like at the end she was kind of like blushing in a way. Maybe it's because she says she doesn't think of them as a family while he does. Maybe she has feelings for him already. I'm not too sure. I don't think it's gone to that point, or even if there's going to be romance between them. You never know because of how Orenimo went, but there is several girls in this series. I'm not too sure what your favorite girl so far is, and I know I just want everyone to know I have not read the light novels. I am an anime watcher only, so I do not know anything about what's going on right at this moment. So please do not put any spoilers for me and any other anime watcher only. But yeah, overall, it was just a really good introduction, like I said, episode to pretty much showcase the characters and everything. And there was a ton of comedy. There was a ton of funny moments when he figures it out. She opens and he's like, man, you draw really good, erotic illustrations. And she gets all mad and starts trying to hit him. It's like that kind of like, she's not a tsundere obviously, but it's like, her getting mad and pushing him out and hitting him and everything. That one moment when she let him in her room and everything, and he was like, oh, good job, you did a good job, don't touch my head. I was like, oh, okay. And then the next thing she's like mumbling, because I guess she just naturally talks soft, I guess, which honestly I have to admit she's probably like, she's just super adorable. She is like, my heart could not take the amount of cuteness that we saw in this episode from her, and like probably like favorite girl of the season so far, maybe. I'm not too sure, can't call it yet, but definitely high rating for her at the moment, because she's just super cute. Like, you have to admit it, you cannot lie to yourself that how cute she is. But like that moment where he's like, when she was mumbling and he was like, when she said to sit down, and he's pretty much just like, wait, touch you, I can touch you there? And she's like, sit down there. I'm like, yeah, man, what the heck are you doing? But overall, it was just funny seeing the back and forth banter, her getting all mad when he starts talking about, the erotic kind of stuff. And it's just, it was nice, because like at first it was like they were getting closer and everything, then you see that there's still a lot of work to do, and overall it gets me excited for the rest of the season, just by like how cute it is, how funny it is. I love the art and animation style of it. I love the story so far, and like I said, the comedy is pretty much like the center stage for this anime at the moment. And like it's kind of cool to think about, because I actually really do not know how the hell this anime is going to be, like what direction it's going to be going to, as I have not watched the light novel. Let me check real quick. I actually want to see what, I never really looked. I just saw, oh, this is gonna come out. I remember hearing about this. I want to know what are the what's it called, the genres. They got comedy, drama, and romance according to my anime list. So there is romance. Will that be between them? We do not know yet, as like I did see the characters. There's a bunch of girls, and as you can see, there was the one girl that appeared at the very end of the episode, and there's also his friend that I guess she works at a bookstore or something like that. And I don't know, there may be more girls. Like I think there was a showing of some girl in a kimono at one point as well. So it's pretty much just gonna be like Orenimo, where there's a bunch of girls, and it's kind of like, I know there's a game for Orenimo, like tons of them actually, and you can go through different routes for the different girls. So maybe there's something like that for this as well. I'm not too sure, but overall, I cannot wait to see the rest of the season for this. Definitely am not disappointed by how this episode has gone so far, and definitely has got me happy, at least, that I have another anime that I'm watching that is not a sequel. I think I only have like 2 animes this season that aren't sequels. Literally, this is the season for sequels. So when I can't find something that I do enjoy and that's not a sequel, it's pretty interesting to see, because it's like a completely fresh, new, different thing. Recreators is awesome, and now this is awesome. So I can't wait to add this to my reviews and review it when it comes out again next week. So yeah, that's all I gotta say, guys. Hope you enjoyed this Anime Kingdom review. If you have any questions, feel free to comment below. And you want to talk about, comment below as well. And if you did enjoy, don't forget to leave a like. If you haven't already, feel free to subscribe for more content. And anime watchers only, I want to know, how do you guys feel about this first episode? How do you enjoy it so far? Any of your thoughts, feel free to comment below. And light novel readers, how did you feel? Like, I want to know, without spoiling anything, how was this first episode adapted? Was it adapted, you know, awesome? Was it bad? I want to hear you guys' thoughts. It's always interesting to hear how the source material is in comparison to the anime. Whenever I hear that it's like, oh, they're doing such a bad job or something, it really just gets me down. And like, man, I kind of liked it. You know, it sucks because, you know, I want both the source material readers and the anime watchers to feel the same about it. And when you do have those moments, like I've had moments where I've watched something and the content, you know, source material kind of people are like, dude, this is adapted so well. It's always such a great feeling. So I want to hear you guys' thoughts. Don't sugarcoat it. If it is bad, feel free to comment below and tell me why. Like, was there a lot of stuff taken out? And if you thought it was good, feel free to comment below why it was as well. Like, was everything adapted? Is it staying true to the light novel at the moment? Yeah, so until next time, guys, that's all I gotta say. See ya.